Hey guys, it's Sherry. I'm back, and I still hope you're having a great day. Let's make another bag. So yesterday, I made these really beautiful, larger bags. They measure 6 by 8 by 3. And they are so easy to make. Made them with a lightweight paper, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. I hadn't planned on making any tutorials on these bags, but the request was overwhelming, so got to give the people what they want, right? So here we go. So we are going to use this gorgeous blue paper to make our bag. And I'll bring in my scoreboard, and I have 2 pieces of 12 by 12 paper. And I am going to keep them together because I am going to score them at the same time. So I'll score at 3. And I'm really getting down in that groove because I want to make sure I have a nice deep impression. And then I'll score this at 10.5. Keep it nice and straight. And then I'll turn it on the other 12-inch side, and I'll score this at 3 and at 9. So then I'll come back, and I am just going to fold and burnish both pieces of paper. Okay, so I have got my papers folded and burnished, and we're going to have to do something different to both pieces of paper. So on this one, down in the corner where the 3-inch fold line is, we're going to remove the bottom piece completely. And we'll do the same thing over here, so we're just going to remove it. And then we are going to come back and remove these 2 rectangles at the top. And we'll be left with this. So we'll set this one to the side, and we'll come back on this one. And here at the bottom, where we have got the wide 3-inch piece, we are going to make our tabs. And to make our tabs, we're simply going to turn it so that we have a wide piece and a narrow piece here. And we are going to come in on the wide piece, cut up to the score mark, come back and do an angle cut on the wide tab, just like that. We'll turn it on the other side, and we'll do the same thing. So we're going to come back and do a nice little angle cut here. Remove that piece, and then we'll turn it this way so that we have this top flap, and we are going to come back and simply cut up to the score line, not through it, and then we'll notch out. So we're going to cut up to the score line and notch out. And when we're done, we're left with this piece, and we're left with this piece. And now we need to join these 2 pieces together. So we're going to take this piece, will go right here. But before I do that, I am going to simply remove just a little bit of this piece, because it'll go down a lot simpler if I'm not trying to match up 2 3-inch pieces. So I'm going to come back and just use some glue to put this down. And what I'll do is I am going to take this and then just very carefully lay it down and slide it forward, making sure that I'm not too far in the back and I'm not hanging over the edge. So I'll just pull it down until it meets, just like that. And now I can come back with my bone folder and really get my glue worked in. So now I've got a bag that I'm ready to put together, and it's now just like the other bag that I put together. So what I'm going to do is slide this up so you guys can see it. I have some chipboard pieces that I want to put right up here. Just helps to stabilize any handle that I might put on this bag. I'll come back and smooth that out, and then I'll just add my glue to this, and I'm going to fold it over and get that down. And then I'll do the same thing here. And now I'm going to bring my bag up, and just like I did before, the end that has the flaps is the last piece that I am going to glue in place. So I'll take my glue, place my glue right on here. See, I've got a horrible shadow. And then I'm going to put my bag together. All right, and let's do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to place my glue on this flap, and then I'll come in and I'll bring this up, get that glue up, and I'll bring this up so that it joins, just like that. And you can see we've got the makings of a really cute bag. So let's come in on the inside and get that nice and stuck. And now we can take this, bring it up and over, just like that. All right, so I'll bring my glue up to the top and the bottom. I'm going to get this nice and stuck. And then I'll bring it and fold it over, just like that. And I'll fold that. And then I'll come back and I'll come in with my bone folder and get everything nice and stuck. And you guys can see just how pretty that bag is. So let's make our handles. All right, guys, so I've already made one handle, and we are going to make another handle just like we did on the smaller bag. So all I'm going to do is fold this into thirds, just like this. Smooth that out, and I'll come back with this one, and I'm going to bring it in just so I can make sure that I have two even handles. And then I'll smooth, oops, went a little bit crooked there. I'm going to smooth that down. So then I have a little stabilizer strip that I cut out from some scrap paper, and I am simply going to add that to the middle so that my handle will be nice and sturdy. Any scrap will do, as long as I would say as long as it's cardstock, any scrap will do. I wouldn't do it with just regular paper because you need some thickness to it. And then I'll come back and just get this glued down and fold it over. There, and now we've got our handles. So then I'm going to take this one and just run it along my desk to help it curve. And again, you can come back with your bone folder and just help it to get a natural curve. So once we've got it like that, I'll bring my bag back in. I'm going to go ahead and just fold this a little bit. Easier to work with because it's bigger now. And I'll take my glue and I'm going to put glue on my ends. And then I'll come back and I am simply going to position these just like I did the others. So I am taking my handle, placing it inside of my bag, just like that, and then I'll come back with my bone folder and get this nice and stuck down. I'm just going on the inside with the bone folder. And now I'll come back with my paper piercer and I am going to insert brads just to hold this down. So I'm just piercing my paper with the brad. Put my brad in. And then I'll come back and open it up. Hard to see my brad. Okay, there it is. Get that opened up. And then I'll do the same thing with the other side. So I'm going to come back with my paper piercer and I'm going to get a nice little hole punched. Going to run my brad through. Open it up. And that's how easy and how pretty that is. So now I'll do the same thing on the other side. And just like that, we have got a beautiful, beautiful bag. So now guys, let's brand it. So I am going to take my little Posh Paper Lady label here and get it stuck down. And you can see that it doesn't matter what the paper, the branding works. This paper is completely different from the black and white stripes, but it looks just as good. So we need to cover the brads. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of matching paper, and again I'm just going to slide that in the back here, and all I did was took a strip of paper that matched, put some tape on the back, and that covers that up beautifully. So you've got a finished bag inside and out. And then before I would give this away, I would place in my chipboard, and it'll be a loose piece of chipboard that's just cut to fit so that when I place it in, it folds down and I've got a nice, sturdy, secure bag. So there you have it, guys. That's how you make these beautiful, beautiful bags. So pretty, so simple. I hope that you guys have liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join the online crafting family. Y'all have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.